Hello, I'm Tana, your MLC tutor. Today I'm going to talk about the Bernoulli shortcut for calculating variance. I will try to keep it quick and as simple as possible, easy to understand. First of all, a Bernoulli random variable is a random variable that either takes on the value of 0 or 1. It takes on the value 1 with some probability of success. For this video, I'm going to call the probability of success S, just because I know some people use P for success and Q for failure. Some people do the other way around, and then we have, P's and Q's and mortality. So I'm going to call the probability of success S. So this Bernoulli random variable is useful in calculating variance when we have something that can only take on two different values. There are only two possibilities. So you have a probability for one of them that you might call the probability of success, and then the probability for the other is 1 less that first probability, or the probability of failure. So let's give this some context. Let's say, for example, that I am going to adopt a puppy, which I would love to do. Let's say I'm between two different puppies, and one of them costs $A and one of them costs $B. Okay, if I wanted to, I'm only going to get one. I can't have two. I don't have enough room or something. If I wanted to estimate the amount of money that I'm going to spend, I might I might estimate probabilities for both of those. Like, man, I like both of them, but this one's really way cuter. So probability I'm going to get this one is 70%. This one is 30. So then the amount of money that I think I'm going to spend would be 0.7 times $A plus 0.3 times $B. Let's say, it doesn't matter which one you choose, but let's say that the probability of getting this puppy is S, success, and then the probability of getting this other one will be 1 minus S. So, like I said, we can estimate probabilities for these, but when all is said and done, I'm only going to get one. So one of these is actually with probability of 1, and the other one is 0. So this probability here is actually, we can call it a Bernoulli random variable, because it takes on either 0 or 1 with some probability that we might estimate. So I'm going to call this, let's call this random variable here that can either take on 0 or 1, let's call it x, and say x is a Bernoulli random variable with probability of success equal to s. Okay, so if I want to know the variance of the amount of money that I'm going to spend, I want to know the variance of something that has only two possibilities. Either I spend A or I spend B. So the variance of AX, right, x is either 0 or 1, plus B times 1 minus x. 1 minus x will then be either 0 or 1. That equals the variance of x times A minus B plus B. Okay, now B is just a number, so the variance of B is going to be 0. So this is the variance of x times A plus B. A plus B is a constant, so I'm going to pull that out and square it. We're left with A plus B squared, A minus B, times the variance of x, where x is our Bernoulli random variable that's either going to be 0 or 1 with some probability s. The variance of a Bernoulli random variable is the probability of success times the probability of failure. So this is a minus b squared times the probability of success, which we called s, and the probability of failure, which is then 1 minus s. So to sum up, if you have something that can take on two different values, you only have two possibilities, then the variance of that something will be the difference between your two possibilities squared times the probability of success times the probability of failure. And just a quick side note, if you don't really know anything about Bernoulli random variables, but you know about binomial random variables, Bernoulli is just a specific case of a binomial random variable where n is 1. So I hope that that was helpful, and happy studying.